Hello everybody, today we're going to be talking about WandaVision. This show was released on Disney Plus, 9 episodes starring Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff and Vision from the MCU universe, the Marvel MCU universe. And the 9 episode run finished last Friday. That was the series finale. I was kind of hoping it might be just a season finale and they throw in another season before Doctor Strange, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, which is fine. The show was good. There were some problems with expectations, but that's mostly the internet's fault. A lot of people kept coming up with theories about how big this was going to be, how it was going to be the House of M and bring in mutants and the multiverse and all this other stuff, and that didn't happen. Spoilers. And there will be spoilers throughout this, but that didn't happen. They instead had a small, intimate story about the background of Wanda and Vision, how they fell in love, and the grief that Wanda has to deal with after losing Vision, losing her brother, losing her family, her country. And she has a lot to deal with, and this is the show having her go through that process. And initially it starts with sitcoms because that's how she grew up. She escaped from the terrible things that were happening around her by delving into sitcoms. And so the first 3 episodes are basically just sitcoms only, but that could have been condensed. That was part of the issue, I think, is that it was too slow in getting away from the sitcoms and into the actual meat of the story. And that's where you come up with like Kat Dennings and Randall Park have cameos, but that's really the only cameos as far as the MCU goes. They did tease some other ones, but that, again, that's how you raise expectations too high, and Disney shouldn't have done that. But what we got was good, and if you lower your expectations and you look at what we got, it was very good. The character study of Elizabeth Olsen was really good. She did a great acting job. Paul Bettany was great. You really get to see how the characters fell in love with each other and how important it is for Wanda to grieve. And we got to see the introduction of a new superhero. Tiona Harris plays Monica Rambeau, who develops superpowers throughout this series, and going in and out of the Hex. That the Hex is the big structure that Wanda's created, where she's basically encompassed an entire New Jersey town, and she's having them recreate sitcom situations for her and her dealing with her grief. She did essentially kidnap 2,000 people. So in that way, she can be looked at as partially a bad guy. And that's part of why I like the show, is that she has motivation to be either one. You know, that at the very end, there is a post-credit scene, and they show that the kids that she created during this experiment she was doing, in the last episode, she had to close it down, which also got rid of the children and the fake Vision that she created. But then at the very post-credit scene, her sons, she can hear them. And that's it. That's how the scene ends. So that seems to be leading up to her trying to retrieve them, which could go into the multiverse. It could go into all kinds of things, really, and bring in lots of different situations. It could lead to confrontations with Doctor Strange in the new Doctor Strange movie. We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be a year to find out. But other than that, it is a good show. There's good acting. You know, you just got to not listen to the internet, especially the YouTube theories that went way overboard by what we were shown. Overall, it's really good and it's worth the watch. It's not something you need to go out and buy on DVD or Blu-ray. You can just, sign up for Disney Vision, for Disney Plus for a week or a month, and for $9 you get to watch an entire series. And you could probably also watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, first couple episodes, and see if you like that too. So that's what I would recommend. It's a good show. WandaVision is great. Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany did an amazing job. And I really like the show, and I hope they make more like it. I just hope that they do a better job, as far as Disney goes, of keeping the audience's expectations where they should be instead of overhyping things, and because overhyping eventually leads to disappointment. So thank you, have a nice day, and if you like the video, like, share, subscribe, or all of the above, and we'll see you next time.